Hi, Goddess of Awesome here, and I wanted to speak to you about a direction we're going to start going, right? I want to share everything that I know. I'm going to start doing some fitness videos for you, stretching. I believe it doesn't matter what level of fitness you're at. If you have zero fitness skills in you right now, don't feel bad. It's okay. Everything is perfect. All things are as they should be. And if you're finding me right now, that's as it should be too, right? Maybe you resonate with something I say or connect with me on some level, and if so, welcome, absolutely. I'm going to do some stretching videos soon. I'm going to take you to the spin studio also. I'm going to show you some good form, But at the very least, if you get up and stretch, even just a few minutes, a day, that counts. That counts as a workout, okay? You don't have to get crazy with cardio or lift heavy weights, if you just get on the floor for a few minutes, and start gradually stretching just 10 minutes a day or 15 or 20 minutes a day. It's funny, when you stretch sometimes, it won't be that comfortable, right? Your muscles are tight, your tendons are tight. And sometimes it will start feeling good. There will be a moment where you start feeling good with it, and you may think, oh, I'm going to stretch for 10 minutes, and then eventually you're down there for 20. So we're not going to put a time limit on how much we're going to do. We're just going to start a little here and a little there, and that counts, right? If you get down on the ground and you stretch for a few minutes, I strongly count that as a workout. There have been times in my life where I've been blue. Really sad, really sad, when depression happens, and I've been touched by depression, absolutely. Who hasn't on this planet? I believe every single one of us know what that feels like for the most part, and my experience of depression is that it just kind of creeps in on you, you almost don't notice it right off, and then eventually you're like, wait, you're almost in a stunned state of being because somewhere, somehow your mojo is gone. Your vibrance for life, Anyway, so we're going to talk about a lot of things, help you in every arena as possible that I know about. So a great way to be healthy and vibrant is nutrition, right? Everything is digestion. Now, for those of us who don't want to age too fast, let me tell you, there's a few of your systems that are always working, right? Your cardiovascular system is always working, always. Your respiratory system is always working, right? Constantly. And also your digestive system is always working. Always. There's never a resting point for your digestive system. And that's why we need to take little breaks in between eating, because we can't jam pack our tummy all day long, because it slows down your digestion, right? You just think of like a plumbing system. You can't put too much down the drain, no matter how great of plumbing you have, no matter how brand new it is, or how big the pipes are. There's only a certain level or a certain amount that can safely go down at a time. And when we overeat, and that's easy to do, right? We're in a day and age where food is so accessible, and it's easy to exercise our elbows, in that way. I encourage you time and time again to eat small meals all day long. You can eat all day long if you eat something small, and it can be whatever you want. There's no restrictions on some level. I'm going to free your mind on a lot of things. People count calories. Man, numbers are difficult enough. Do we really want to have to think about numbers all day long while we're eating? I don't. I absolutely don't. Now, I have a sister who does, where she is little these days. I love my sister. I love both my sisters. I love my brother. I love all my family. I love my sister who's a calorie counter. On some level, I kind of consider her a severe calorie counter, right? She can't eat anything without some kind of number going through her brain. She's got herself on check. You know, she's kind of locked down in a certain mind frame. And every time I see her, she's smaller and smaller and smaller. I didn't know she can get that much smaller. We'll be able to blow her away one day. You know, she's teeny now. And maybe she probably could eat another calorie or 3. You know, just because things are going away. You know, curves and stuff. I mean, she's beautiful. She's absolutely gorgeous, you know, but probably a piece of chocolate every now and then wouldn't hurt. You know, probably wouldn't hurt. So book that I want to share with you, and I have to give credit to Renee Love. Renee Love, I love you so much. You're just a beautiful light and a beautiful presence on this planet. I am ever grateful for crossing paths with you. You know, Renee Love's dad, and he's no longer with us, unfortunately, but he was a doctor, okay? He also, very cool story, he didn't decide to go in to be a doctor until he was in his 30s, or maybe like early 30s. And that's when he decided to become an MD. Isn't that great? You know, it doesn't matter what age you're in, what age group you are, it's never too late to to make a huge leap of faith towards your goals or towards ideas that might serve you in the long term. So this book right here is called Healing with Whole Foods. I don't know how well you can see that. Healing with Whole Foods. It is amazing. If you have a chance to pick up this book, please do. You can find it on Amazon, of course. I seen it on Barnes & Noble yesterday. I can't believe they still exist. This is our reference book. This is the book I'm going to be using to teach us some things. Okay, now, not everybody's going to agree with everything in this book, right? I mean, there's no book out there I don't think everybody's going to agree with. So I'm not trying to force everything in this book on you. I'm not trying to force anything on you. This is all an invitation, right? It's an invitation if you want to learn about healing or healing with whole foods, you know. Amazing. I have been using this book for, let's see, I'm 39. Gosh, I found it in my late teens. So I'm going to say 20 years. I've been up on this for 20 years. I don't know how old it is. Maybe I'll reference it a few more times before I talk to you tomorrow about it. But we're going to be working, this is our textbook of nutrition that we're going to work out of. What I love about this book, and there's so many things I love about this book, it bridges Eastern ideas with Western thought, right? And, I mean, I haven't really combed through the whole book, even though I've had it, you know, it's been in my possession for 20 years as a reference book. You know, I like this part. Let me just quickly show you. Okay, so look it's right here. It says, the healing properties of seeds and nuts, right? And look, it goes through the black sesame seed and the chia seed and the coconut and the flax seed and the peanut. Now that's just, I just opened to that page, you know. It also goes through the healing properties of vegetables, right? This is like an encyclopedia that I cannot even describe to you, you know, and it goes through everything. You know, I love it. You know, it's very informative. It's intriguing. You know, I'm a juicer, so I get a lot of my ideas for juicing from here. You know, it talks about the properties of food, the healing properties that natural food that grows in the earth soil possesses. You know, we don't need, you know, science is great for a lot of things. Science is wonderful. Modern science is wonderful when it comes to studying bones and on some level some surgeries. And, you know, it has its place. You know, modern medicine serves us, you know, but we will never be able to replace or recreate what the earth can give to us. You know, what God has put here on the planet, designed by nature in perfect design to support our vessels, to support our bodies, you know. So right here, you know, asparagus, it talks about what its healing properties are. Beets and broccoli is amazing, okay. It's really healthy for the heart. I cannot just say how broccoli is probably a miracle food. you know, and you shouldn't overcook your vegetables. I'm going to go through all this. There's a lot of things I'm going to be showing you we're going to be doing together. It's really exciting, you know. You know, carrots and celery and lettuce and kale and cucumber and eggplant and shiitake mushroom and the nightshade family. Well, I love a nightshade. Do you know what nightshades are? I remember one time, I don't know where I was. I could have been in Hawaii. Maybe I was at an airport with a friend. I think I was in Hawaii. We were at a farmer's market or something. My girlfriend Britt, my Kona buddy, my belly dance sister. You know, someone asked us if we knew what a nightshade was. And I was like, yeah, those are your tomatoes, your eggplants, your peppers, you know. And here, even I guess a potato is a nightshade. If you hear anything in the background, I'm boiling a potato right now. You know, this book is amazing. I actually gave my original copy away to someone I cared for a couple years ago or 3. I don't even know if he even uses it, you know. I wanted to help him, and anyways, I've been without it for a while. I just got it, just arrived today, my new copy. And so yeah, I just learned something. I didn't realize potato was in that family. But this is the best book I could ever share with you, ever. And you know, leeks and onions and scallions and garlic. I mean, it just goes into detail. We're gonna probably do a video every day, maybe on something here. Maybe that's what I'll do for you. We'll just take it apart little by little. You know, also what I want to say is the blessing of this book showing up is something's going on with me right now, right? Obviously, I'm in a humongous transition. I'm going through this huge shift. You know, a lot of change is happening. I'm choosing to do things differently, right? I quit smoking pot. I'm making videos for you. That's new for me. You know, I'm multitasking more than I ever have. You know, and I'm going to say a lot of my spirit, my soul, more of my soul is coming in. You know, I'm stepping into my personal power. I'm stepping into my calling. And now I've noticed that my taste buds, something's going on. And I am extremely bored with all the flavors that I consume right now. All the dishes. Just I've been home just a couple days, right? I got home Friday. So really, it's just been Saturday, Sunday, and today's Monday. I've eaten my good food, right? I've done my Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. If you do not like Brussels sprouts, you probably haven't had them correctly cooked. You know, Britt, my belly dance sister, my Kona sister, Kailua Kona sister, she cooked Brussels sprouts for me when we were in dance school once, and I didn't like them before. They were disgusting. You know, and I'm a vegetarian, veggie savvy kind of person, you know. I never had a Brussels sprout correctly cooked. You have to cut them up. You can't cook them whole. They're bitter. They're so bitter. Now, bitters are good for you. And this book talks about that, talks about the power of bitters, you know, and why they're so good for you. So we're gonna cover that. We're gonna cover this whole book, you know. And the great thing about this book is there's recipes. Okay, I mean, this is a lifetime work. Boy, I can't thank this person enough, Paul Pitchford, for pouring himself into this work, because I've never come across a book better. It's so thorough. It is literally the only book on nutrition you probably are ever going to need, you know? And again, you know, there might be some things in here that you don't resonate with. That's going to probably be true with every book you ever come across. So just take with you what rings a bell, you know, take with you what resonates with you, and just discard what doesn't resonate with you. That's all we can ever do when we hear new information. You know, if it rings a bell, if you resonate, awesome. If you don't, just let it go. You know, there's no forcing. We're not forcing anything. So I love parsley. I've used it, gosh, since college. You know, my mama, when I was a little girl, you know, we didn't have a lot, but what my mom did was amazing things. She used to juice carrots. Oh, she would take a big old bag of horse carrots probably. And now a horse carrot, that's just any carrot that you're gonna get in the store. They're just imperfect, right? They're not perfectly shaped. They may have a bump, they may be broken, you know, they may have grown not, you know, something about them isn't completely perfect, so they wouldn't put it in a perfect higher dollar bag, they put all the all the missed ones, the broken ones, in a bigger bag. And usually those go for cheaper, right? So my mom would get a humongous bag of these carrots and she would juice them. And that was fun, right? As a little kid, that was so fun to help her juice. You know, you could, and then you have this fresh juice. So we would have fresh carrot juice a lot when I was little. My mom even juiced potatoes once. I remember I might have been like 3 or 4. I didn't like the potato juice as much. You know, I drank a little bit of it. My younger sister, the one just after me, the calorie counter, I remember her gulping down her potato juice. Like, she loved it. And to this day, my sister adores potatoes. You know, I think what you feed your... Actually, this is true. I took a child development course in high school because I really wanted to... I thought I might want to be a teacher when I was in high school, like for little kids. What you feed your children before the age of 2, they will crave. Okay? Let me say that one more time. What you feed your children before the age of 2, they will crave for the entirety of their life. So if you're feeding your children soda pop, right? Foods in high sugars, refined sugars. I'm not going to go down the list of all the icky junk food out there that you can subject a child to. You know, development is huge, right? It's absolutely huge. So what you feed a kid before they're 2, they're going to crave later in life. Well, my sister is completely a testament of that, because here I am. If I'm 3 or 4, you know, she's 23 months younger than me. So she had to be 18 months at best. Or 2, almost 2, probably less than 2, when my mom was feeding her potato juice and she just drank it up like there was no tomorrow. My sister loves potatoes, loves them. Now I love them too, you know, but my sister I think has a very special affection for a potato, which is yummy, right? That's a good starch. There's some starches out there, you know, you got your complex carbohydrates and you have your simple carbohydrates, and I'm pretty sure a potato is a simple carbohydrate, so it's not bad. You can have a potato, you know, you absolutely can. So, you know, it talks about, you know, let's see this here. Parsley is a source of remarkable nutrition. It contains several times the vitamin C of citrus. Several times the vitamin C of citrus, and is one of the higher sources of provitamin A, chlorophyll, calcium, sodium, magnesium, and iron. Who knew? Who knew, right? I've known that for a while. I juice parsley all the time. It boosts me in my workouts. I sweat like a mother. Let me tell you, you want to sweat. This book and my experimentation of using some of the vegetables that it talks about, I think parsley is an herb, but some of the things it talks about, I've tried it, and I'll tell you, it works. I'm even gonna juice one day some of this stuff, and I'll take you to the gym and I'll show you with the beads that pearl up on my skin. So so let's see. So parsley, you know, it promotes urination. So that, well, what is that? It's probably a diuretic, right? It's gonna get bad excess water off of you. If you feel bloated and you're retaining water, maybe some parsley juice or some tabbouleh will help you, right? Tabbouleh is a salad primarily made of parsley, you know. So parsley also dries watery mucoid conditions, right? So you got a lot of stuff happening in your sinuses. Parsley might dry that out. Oh, this is good. Watch this. Listen to this. Parsley is good for the treatment of obesity, mucus in the bladder, swollen glands and breasts, and stones in the bladder, kidney, or gallbladder. Okay, that's crazy amazing. I think I forgot about that. I mean, I've read this before, but I didn't know that parsley helps with bladder stones and kidney stones and gallbladder stones. We'll do a gallbladder cleanse at some point. It's probably a good thing to do every now and then. This book talks about how to do it, you know. I don't want to read it all to you right now. I probably should. right now it just says caution, you know, parsley should not be used by nursing mothers since it dries up milk. Okay, so if you're a nursing mama and you don't want your stuff to go away, then don't be taking in some parsley. Isn't that great? Isn't that great that this doctor, is he a doctor? I don't know what he is. I'll have to read that too. But there's so much information in this book, and I am so excited to share this book with you. Absolutely. This is going to be our nutritional secret weapon. Okay? This is going to be amazing. And so, you know, I'm all lit up because this stuff speaks to my spirit. I know I'm a testament of this. I use this stuff every day. I'm a juicer. You know, I'm a vegetarian. I'm not trying to push vegetarianism on anybody, you know. I didn't choose to be a vegetarian. My taste buds changed. You know, at 14, eggs started tasting funny. I kept trying to eat them, but every time I did, they just tasted weird. It's something shifted. They didn't taste right anymore. And I thought to myself, you know, after I tried them a handful of times, even things with eggs in them, like French toast or anything like that, I just don't like the way it tastes. So I quit eating eggs. And I just thought at 14, I'm like, I don't like eggs anymore. You know, I didn't think anything of it, you know. And then by 15 and a half, people were asking me if I was vegetarian, but I wasn't. And I definitely loved a hamburger or a steak. I just wasn't eating a lot of it. You know, I ate some, but I wasn't, like, I didn't need to have a steak every day. I didn't crave it like that, you know. Somewhere between 15 and a half and 16, something shifted. A huge shift happened, and suddenly the red meat started to taste weird and foggy. The smell of red meat, including bacon, started to just smell completely different. Now, I know what a good steak smells like. I used to love a good steak. Loved it. You know, put the Worcestershire sauce on it. Yum, 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 yum. You know, I had to salt mine like there's no tomorrow, but that was just me, you know. But my taste buds changed, you know. And I thought it was weird, but it wasn't enough to give it too much thought. I just went with it. I'm like, oh, I don't like red meat right now. Oh, I don't know why, you know. And at, 16, I just knew, in my heart, I was like, well, I could never be a vegetarian. You know, I love chicken, my white meats. I love my turkey, my white meats. You know, I loved it so much. And so I did eat chicken breast for, you know, from 16 to 17 and a half. And around 17 and a half, you know, about 5 months at least before my 18th birthday, especially 4 months. I think at 4 months before my 18th birthday, something completely changed. I remember I was chewing my chicken breast one night at dinner table, and something about it, the texture didn't suddenly seem, I didn't resonate with it anymore. It seemed weird almost, which is weird, right? That's strange because I had been loving it for so long, you know. When I finally gave up meat all the way, it was just before my 18th birthday, like maybe 4 months. And when I hit my 18th birthday, I just knew I was never going to eat meat again. Everything changed, right? The eggs left at 14 and the red meat left around 15 and a half. And then by 17 and a half, I couldn't do white meats anymore. It just grossed me out. You know, not enough to tell people, hey, you should eat meat. I didn't care. I mean, I eat what you want to eat, and I still feel the same way. You eat whatever the heck you want to eat. You know, I think some bodies need the grounding energy of meat. So I'm not ever going to tell you have to be vegetarian. No, some people need meat, you know, so we're going to include that. We're going to talk about all things, you know. But, you know, Renee loves dad being a doctor, and they have been vegetarians forever. You know, I didn't know who to pick their brains, you know, was so valuable. It's only because of them do I know this book, you know. They were so great, you know, and around 17 and a half, 18, I remember trying rice milk for the first time. See, I quit drinking milk around 4, you know, regular milk. And then chocolate milk left around 5 and a half, 6. You know, I could do the chocolate milk and strawberry milk till about 5 and a half or so. And then that left, you know, it just too thick, and it just didn't like it. It just didn't like it anymore, you know? So my body has gradually taken those meat things away, or animal products away. Now here's something interesting. You know, I kind of overdid it on cheese one summer with tomato soup. I put all this mozzarella cheese in it, and I was having such a good time with it, and then I overdid it, right? I couldn't have cheese anymore. That was about 12. Couldn't do cheese, couldn't do pizza. I just couldn't do dairy like that. So I didn't like cheese after about 12. And then when I quit eating meat all the way, like at 17 and a half or just before 18, suddenly overnight, my body started craving cheese. You know, so I think some animal products serve the human body. And even my friend's dad, Renee Love's dad, who turned me on to this book, said, you know, vegetarians need something. We do need something, you know, some animal product. Now I know vegans are going to go totally against all this that I'm saying to you. Not all of it, just that last part, all right, because they don't do dairy. And that's I get it, right? Because I didn't like dairy for a long time either, so I get it. So I don't think one man's medicine is for all people. And food is medicinal, right? Healing with whole foods, you know? Food is medicinal. We don't need to project one person's medicinal path or, you know, constitutional remedy on everybody. Every person has a different constitutional, you know, structure, right? All of our body, you know, we're all human beings, but there's something a little different in each of us, you know. There's that book out there, Eat Right for Your Blood Type, you know, that might have some validity. It's been a while since I opened that book, but apparently I'm supposed to be a meat eater by nature. You know, I'm O positive. They said that's a meat-eating blood type, but I can't eat it. It smells gross to me, and I don't want to force myself to do anything that doesn't resonate with me or my spirit, you know. So I'm gonna wrap up this video for now. I could go on forever about this. You know, there's a lot of it has recipes. I don't know if you can see any of that. There's a lot of recipes in this book, and I'm so excited. Look, there's sauces and gravies, and I mean, condiments. You can create your own condiments from scratch. You know, this has recipes on pickles. You know, those are healthy. You know, so much stuff. Grains and seed milks. Oh, look at the almond milk and the sprouted grain milk and a cooked grain milk, and you know, what is it called? Horchata? Please forgive me if I'm not saying it right. You know, the Mexican rice drink. There's a lot of great things out there, right? There's a lot of different foods to explore. You know, I know people don't have a lot of time, right? People don't have a lot of time to make things at home these days, you know, or the go, you know. But that's something we need to kind of mend, I think. If anything, we should maybe consider is trying to eat more whole foods, real foods that haven't been processed and packaged. Probably most anything that comes from a package, like a box, most of those things probably aren't going to be the healthiest for you. You know, the whole food source is where it's at. That's where all your jam-packed nutrition is going to be. Your body, designed by nature, understands these foods. It knows what to do with that kind of nutrition. You know, it can assimilate it. You know, it's designed by nature. It's designed by higher awarenesses that maybe some of us understand, and some of us, you know, it is what it is, you know. But we wouldn't have certain things on this planet if they weren't supposed to be here, you know. And all the different foods that this planet has, they're all for us. What does the Bible say? Something about I give you every seed bearing plant and herb to use. I mean, we have everything on this planet to heal our bodies, heal our wellness, keep us healthy, keep us looking great. You know, if we don't jam-pack our stomach and stuff it so it can't digest properly, you know, when you do that, you age yourself. When we overeat, we speed up the aging process. Why? Because your body has to work extra hard to digest. And anytime you're making your body work extra hard like that, it wears on you, right? You could make your body work extra hard in a workout, and it does the opposite, right? It youthens you. I don't know why that is. I don't know the science of all that, but you know, if we overeat and we don't consume the right foods, and we slow down our digestion, we make our digestion work extra hard, we are compromising our vessel by making it work too hard, and that will age us. You know, if anything is a motivating factor, maybe just that. You know, we're in the day and age where everybody wants to preserve their youth, you know, and we could do it just with nutrition and fitness. You know, when you work out, you youthen your body, you add hours to your life, you charge your batteries, you strengthen your organs. You know, working out doesn't just help the physical muscles that you're working, it helps every organ in your body. Every system you have benefits from working out. So I'm excited to share tons of great things with you, right? We're going to talk about energy healing. We're going to talk about, you know, connecting with other humans. We're going to talk about healing with whole foods, you know. So that's awesome. So we'll start doing that tomorrow. Maybe I'll juice for you tomorrow. I don't know what my lesson plan will be for you tomorrow, but I will figure that out. And anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for being here with me today. You know, I'm very excited to be here with you, you know, and I'm feeling stronger all the time. I'm really feeling uplifted to share, you know, what I know, and I just want to help the planet heal. That's all. I just want to help the planet heal. I want to help every person on this planet find their true bliss, you know, their true health, their true wellness. And I absolutely believe it's within reach for each and every one of us. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what your personal story is right now. You know, we can shift together. We can raise our vibration, and part of how we raise our vibration is we eat whole foods, you know. You know, Whole Foods Market jumped on that one, didn't they? They knew. They probably are aware of this book. They probably carry this book. So, anyway, so I'm the Goddess of Awesome. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you found this video inspiring at all, or you liked it at all, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to know more, please subscribe. And in the meantime, bright blessings and be well.